Welcome to the virtual Wednesday edition of Getting the Word Out from the Bethel Baptist Church of Pasadena, California, where John T. McCall is our senior pastor. We pray that our Bible study ministry blesses you greatly. Meanwhile, if you'd like to be a blessing to the Bethel Baptist Church ministry financially, you can do it at bethelpasadena.org. Just click on the Giving tab and follow the instructions. Your support of this ministry is greatly appreciated. Our pastor is coming with an anointed word. Again, thanks for joining us here at Bethel Baptist Church of Pasadena.
Welcome in, Bethel, and all of our special guests. I'm Pastor John T. McCall of the Bethel Missionary Baptist Church of Pasadena, California. Man, I am excited today as we bringing in innovative ways of connecting with the membership and presenting the Bible study to you. Listen, for the next few weeks, I'm going to spend some time recapping Sunday's message and be interviewing some of our members and particular groups in the church. And I'm so excited about bringing the word to you. And hopefully you're excited because you may be one of our special guests in weeks to come. But on this week, I have two of my special young adults in the house, two sisters. I've had the blessed privilege of being their pastor for the last 15 years, and I've been a witness to how God has blessed their lives and how they've grown faithfully and matured, and I'm just so proud of them and so happy for them and for their family and for their parents. And so on today, join with me and give them a rousing applause as I introduce and present Kristen Piert and Marissa. One has graduated from college, and the other one is on her way to graduate. Welcome in, young adults.
Hello, Pastor.
Thank you for having us, Pastor.
Well, outstanding. I'm glad to have you. I hope some of our other young adults were able to join in today with us. Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited to see you all and to check in with you and see what's up and see how life has been treating the two of you. You come from a blessed family. In fact, just this past Sunday, I was witness to your mom on our Zoom Sunday school broadcast. Listen, this past weekend, I preached a message on faith from the book of Daniel. Talking about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and that wonderful story of them being tossed into the fiery furnace. But before I jump into that, why don't I have you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves and what you're doing right now?
Okay, I'll start first. Hello, my name's Christian. Go ahead, Marissa.
Okay, my name is Marissa Piert. I'm currently attending CSUN, a full-time student taking many classes in the pandemic and hoping to get my BA soon. And life's been pretty good so far.
Awesome. Christian, how about you?
Hi, my name's Christian, and I'm currently, I graduated last year with my bachelor's in health administration. I'm currently working as an RBT, which is a registered behavioral technician, and I'm considered an essential worker for children with autism. And it's a really enjoying field to work in, and I really enjoy my job and looking forward to what God has in plan for me to move that next step in my career.
Outstanding. Listen, I've been your pastor, since you guys were little ones. And it has been a blessing to watch you on your journey, maturing and growing and serving the Lord and working in church and being faithful. And now watching what he's doing in your life as faithful young adults. I was saying on Sunday, preach this message about faith. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, these three young adults who were facing a crisis, whether they would bow down to the statue that the king made, or they will stand up by faith. And they chose, not knowing the outcome, whether God would deliver them from the king's hand or deliver them in the fiery furnace. They made a decision that they were going to stand on their faith and all of what they had been taught by their fathers. And man, what an outstanding story. And I thought today, just piggyback a little bit on it, and I want to ask you, and you can answer separately or together. How do you see God working in your life right now? What do you see Him doing in your life?
Me personally, I see God working in my life as protecting me and being able to have a job and a steady job at the fact that in the COVID-19 case that I see him just holding me and guiding me to where he wants me to be next. And he's showing me that even though we have a pandemic right now, that I'm considered someone that is very essential and valuable in this time. And he's showing me that this is where he wants me to be in my career right now. And it's opening my eyes to want to pursue it more than how I felt before the pandemic.
Wow. Okay. All right. Then. Marissa, how about you?
Well, God has helped me a lot personally, because I was going through it a little bit because I got accepted to a university in San Francisco. But once the pandemic hit, I was like, well, I don't know what's going to happen to my parents. They're going to need me or something. And then that was the only school I got accepted to at the time. But then God opened up that opportunity and said, hey, you've been accepted to CSUN. It's closer to home. So it makes me feel more comfortable knowing that I could help them if they ever need anything. And just life's been good.
Oh, wow. Wow. You know, I've watched you guys mature and grow up in church and serving the Lord. And, and the both of you, your parents have been faithful, and the two of you have been faithful and always willing to step up and show up and handle business. And I miss you guys because you were key instruments in our youth department in terms of working with the young people. Can you talk about how you've missed serving and working in church?
I miss all of them so much. I wish we can keep in contact with them, but being that they were so young, most of them don't have cell phones, and we keep in contact with the ones that do have devices where they can call us, or especially my mom. She's been always calling at least 3 of the students we work with almost every week and quizzing them on Bible study and all those kind of things. And it makes me miss them more, hearing their voices. And I can't wait to see them one day when all this is all over.
Okay. All right. Marissa, how about you?
Yeah, I miss the fact that we got to come up with creative ways and study plans to kind of make it more interactive when we were teaching the kids. So that's one part I miss, and also just their energy, that they were always on the move. They always wanted to get active, get involved, and that they just love to express themselves in the church. And that's what I mostly miss.
All right.
Not being able to see them or anything.
Okay. Well, listen, let me go a little bit deeper. As saved female young adults, how have the two of you managed to stay separate from the crowd, or from the in crowd, and maintain your own identity?
For me, I would say that I've always been an individual. I've never really been one to follow the crowd. And being that my mom raised us in a particular way that was basically mostly in the church, it kind of drove who I am today. So a lot of people weren't really, well, I would say a lot of people my age weren't really into church. And for me, church was my whole life, basically, whether it was Sunday school or Bible study on Wednesdays with the youth department, or like you mentioned, being a part of the church with teaching the kids. So I think that helped me be or drive where I am today, because knowing that I was raised in the Word, it deterred me from going to the worldly views of things.
Okay. All right. Then. Marissa?
Well, for me, like I never really like wanted to fit in, or like be, in the trendy crowd, just because like I didn't see it as like being able to fully like express yourself, or being able to stand out, be an individual, be uniquely you and everything. And my mom always took a part in like helping me like develop and like be proud of who I am and what I've come to grow as. And it's been really good knowing that I can be myself.
Wow. Wow. And let me just say for the record, for those who are watching today, that you guys are tithers and have been for a long time. And I want to thank you for that and appreciate your giftedness and giving. Kristen, you've had some exciting events happening in your life. Do you feel comfortable sharing that with us today?
Sure. Right before the pandemic, I got engaged to my fiance, and back in February, and it's a really exciting time for us, and we're planning our future, and we're doing it the right way by doing marriage counseling and preparing ourselves for the rest of our lives together.
Wow, that's awesome. Marissa, what do you think about your big sister?
I'm very proud of her. She's a very radiant person. I can always turn to her whenever I need something. And let's just say she better not forget about me when she gets up in her fancy house and all that.
I won't forget about you.
Listen, I'm gonna get your recording. How has your mom and dad accepted the news?
My dad's been excited. He was the first one to know because my fiance told him first that he wanted to marry me. And my
Okay.
mom found out just like everyone else through social media. And she was like, "What? When did this happen?" So she's accepting it slowly but surely.
All right, all right. Well, she has to give up her eldest at some point,
Yeah.
and watch you take your wing. So, are you excited? You
Yes,
look
very
excited.
exciting.
Wow, wow. I'm always excited for young people who are serving the Lord, and as God is blessing their lives and maturing them, and they're growing and they're sticking with their faith and praying and making godly decisions. And so I want to congratulate the both of you for in school, graduating from school, dating the right way, and following godly principles. I mean, you are really two young persons that your peers should respect and look up to. And I'm really proud for you and just happy for your success, just like I was your own parent. So congratulations on the journey. Let me get one more question in about faith. Um, in this pandemic, how has the pandemic shifted your thinking, shifted your view about life with so much that's happening right now?
I would say it shifted my view, not negatively, but a positive way. When it all started, my first reaction was, "Oh, I'm not leaving this house. I'm gonna have faith in God to provide for us, and
Yes.
if food is to come to this door, then it's okay. But I'm not going to the grocery store or anything." And being that my mind was set to that way, and I'm always constantly praying and having worship with my mom, blessings just started flowing into the household where we didn't have to leave the house often to go get food. The refrigerator was always stocked. We had everything we needed. And it just showed me that if we just wait for the Lord to lead us to where he wants us to be, or ask him for things that we need, he'll show up in miraculous ways. And even when you don't think so. I believe one night My dad, all of a sudden, he got a phone call from a friend, and his friend told him, "Hey, I have a warehouse full of food. Come down and get whatever you want." And my dad called us, and we had to get in the car, and we had to get another car just to go put more food in the car. So it was
Wow.
only God that allowed that to happen. So
Wow.
my faith in Him has just grown through this whole time.
Okay. All right. Then. Marissa?
Um, it's been showing me to appreciate a lot of the small things in life, things that I took for granted, just like talking to my sister more, learning more about my parents and their backgrounds, and then reconnecting with a lot of relatives and loved ones that I haven't spoken to in a while. And it's really like just showed me more of how to love and
Mm.
each individual, no matter what they are, who they are, and what they choose to be. Just like give them the love that I want to receive back. So God's been uh, putting a lot of love in my life.
Wow. Okay. All right. So let's close this out today. This is our first um, stream like this, and I'm excited about the potential of what we're going to be doing in the future, and interviewing church members and talking about the Word. So what I gather is that for the both of you, your faith has been enhanced by the pandemic, and it hasn't caused you to doubt or to stray away from God. Seems like it's drawing you closer to God.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely.
Okay. All right. Marissa, are you in school right now? Yeah. Classes?
Yes, I'm full time.
Full time. Wow. Online learning or in person learning, a combination?
Yeah, it's all online.
It's all online. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Okay. All righty. Well, I wish you success because you're doing so well on your journey, and you'd be like your big sister in a little while. You both will have your bachelor's degree. And Christian, are you going back for your master's?
I'm definitely thinking about it, waiting for the wedding to be over first so we can refinance and figure out which school I'm going to go to.
Wow. 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 Well, listen, I wish the both of you well on your journey and success. And I need not tell you to stay with the Lord and allow Him to bless you while you're on your journey. And I pray that your journey is a very long one, faithful one, prosperous one, and that God will continue to bless you all the days of your life. Um, let me close out. Our Bible study today with our message from Sunday. Um, when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were tossed into the fiery furnace, um, the message talked about the fact that what had them bound freed them, and their faith in God. And when the king looked in, he said, "Did not we throw in three?" And he said, "There's a fourth one. Looks like the Son of God." And in this pandemic, somebody needs to be reminded that when you're going through the fiery furnaces of life, whether it's poverty or sickness, unemployment, or whatever it might be, God promises to be with you, to stick with you, never to leave you nor forsake you. And what I like about that story is that when the king called them out, their hair was not singed, their clothes didn't smell like smoke, and the king was so outdone and impressed that he issued a final decree which says that anybody who speaks against the God of those three young men, that they'll be cut into pieces. They got promoted because they took a stand. In Bethel today, if you take a stand for the Lord, no matter what it looks like, no matter what tests you go through, God promises to promote you in the end. And others will see the greatness of the God in your life and see how He's blessing you. Marissa and Kristen, thank you for joining in our first stream with membership. I look forward to adding next week with some of the other members and just catching up and touching bases and thank you for agreeing to be on the broadcast.
No
Be
problem.
blessed.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yes.
Thank you. You too,
Yes.
Pastor.
Of course, Pastor.
Yeah, love you guys, and
Yes, it was
listen, be
fun.
blessed and continue on your journey.
Love you too.
Love you too. All right.
All right. Thank you so
All
much,
right. Same with you
Pastor.
guys.
Have a good
Love
night.
you. Thank you, Bethel, and all of our special guests today. Thank you for tuning in and watching our unique broadcast on the day with two of our favorite young adults here at the Bethel Church. Stay tuned because you may be on next week. And keep praying for us as we look to bring you exciting ways to keep you involved and keep you watching. So God bless you, and listen, have a blessed week, and see you on Sunday morning.
Thanks for joining our Wednesday night virtual service here at Bethel Baptist Church of Pasadena, California. Again, visit our website for giving information and more. It's bethelpasadena.org. On behalf of Pastor John T. McCall, thanks for watching. If you're ever in the Pasadena-San Gabriel Valley area, we invite you to come in and visit with us at 1972 North Fair Oaks, Pasadena, California. To order a copy of today's message or for more information, log on to bethelpasadena.org or call the church office at 626-794-3136.
Lord, it was you. Yeah.